University of Missouri Healthcare knows you've got better places to be than in a hospital. That's where our world-class technology and highly skilled medical team come in. We get you home sooner. That's important to you and those who wait for you.
Rufus, guess who's home?
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends. I've got two really special ladies with us today, Cindy Mustard and Jolene Schulz. It's a pleasure to have
Paul, good to
both
see
of
you.
you here. Man,
be here.
I mean, I feel like I hit the jackpot.
Oh, I don't know.
I do.
Just been around a
Oh,
while.
yeah, but you're good people. Columbia Junior Achievement. That's what you're here to talk about, right?
That's right.
Are you smarter than a
J.A.
JA fifth grader?
We don't want to get into any legal problems with it. You know.
Are you smarter than a JA fifth grader? That's
Right.
a Junior Achievement
Junior
fifth grader.
Achievement fifth grader. Junior Achievement came really full-fledged into Columbia last year. We served about 4,000 kids, and it's financial.
Well, explain what it is.
Junior Achievement is a nationwide program of bringing financial literacy into the classroom, and it goes from K through 12. And last year I had the privilege of teaching kids out at Midway Heights.
You were teaching?
I was teaching, you believe, first graders though. I didn't go very high.
Okay.
First graders. And it is really a great program.
Is there anything you don't do?
Oh, I'm
Cindy?
sure there is.
I don't know.
I don't sing and dance.
Well, that'll be next on your
that'll be
list.
next, that'll be
Right,
next.
right.
But we're both on the board of Junior Achievement, and so that's how we sort of got involved. And it's really a wonderful program, Paul, because it's all the curriculum is already all developed, and so volunteers like the three of us can decide what we'd like to teach, and the curriculum is all there. And you go in 5 times.
So
and
you're
you teach
teaching
lessons.
also?
I didn't last year, but I'm doing it this year.
And so when you go into the classroom, how do you approach it? with
Well,
the
they
kids?
have the whole lesson plan made up. There's 5 stations, and they have everything done for you, the flashcards, everything you need, and you just present it, and you work with the teacher a little bit. But it's really fun. I mean, when I did the first graders, what we were really talking about with them is what is a want and what is a need, and we talked about what your family does, how do they make a living.
A lot of times there's a confusion. I think we all have that confusion between what we really need
And what
we want.
Right,
And there's a
right.
great big difference
There really is. And to do that with first graders, you know, you'll say, I need a puppy. Now, do you need a puppy or do you want a puppy? And it's a concept that they are beginning to learn. And we have the programs planned out all the way through 12th grade. So it's a great program. It does meet the state requirements on financial literacy that is now required before you graduate. And so last year we did, like I said, 4,000 kids, hopefully more this year. I know I'm going to start doing it over at Boys and Girls Club.
So
you can
what
go
age
to
group
other
are you
places.
dealing with?
What?
What age group?
I'm going to do first graders again.
Again. And Jolene?
I haven't started yet, but it'll be either kindergarten, first graders down in the low area.
And I would imagine then as the kids get older, then
It gets more advanced and more difficult, and then you get to where you're in junior high or so. Then you really learn about balancing the checkbooks and what does it cost to rent, what is utility expenses, what does it really take, what is when you get a salary, what are you actually bringing home, all of those kind of things that go into letting yourself become self-sufficient and independent by the time you get out of high school.
Making a budget. And how do you keep track of your money and where it's going?
Exactly. And one of the neat things they have is it's called BizTown, and it's in St. Louis because we're small. We're starting under the auspice of the St. Louis chapter. And the 5th graders go up there, and you are there for a day, and somebody's the mayor, somebody's the banker, somebody is the charity person, somebody is the gas station. You learn to do those different roles, and you study them ahead of time. And you have a whole day of running a city.
It's a wonderful economics lesson. I had the pleasure of going with the class and spending the day, and it is just really, truly a wonderful experience for them. And I was telling Cindy, I see the program as a little bit of an extension of the Partners in Education program because many of the banks and many of the financial institutions here were trying to do what JA is doing. And what we didn't have was all the curriculum put together, the complete program, which JA does. So,
If you had to look at the junior achievement and you had to pick out one particular part of it that you feel has the most influence on the kids, what would you say that is?
I would say that by the time you go through it, I really think it's doing that budgeting, learning what to expect when you want to go out on your own. What is rent? What does it really mean? What is it? What are your expenses? Oh, yay, I'm going to make so much money because I get a welfare check. Is that going to cover everything? No. But, or all of a sudden, hey, I've got a job at McDonald's. I get so much per hour. I ought to be able to move out. What we're hoping is we show them the real facts of what it is to be on your own.
Yeah, because I think there are a lot of people, especially a lot of young people, and I'm not talking down about young people at all.
No.
But sometimes it seems a little bit easier than it actually is
And that's
Exactly.
when you get out into the real world.
I mean, look at the cost of gas. I mean, okay, you've got the job. How are you going to get there?
Exactly.
And you've got to be realistic, and that's what we really hope. That by the time they go through all these kind of in-between steps and as they grow up to it, that by the time they're out of high school, they should really have a whole good comprehensive knowledge of what it costs to be independent.
And they might decide by the time they get out of the high school, maybe they're not quite ready to be independent yet.
That's true.
Mom and Dad, maybe we can stay a little bit longer.
Maybe even in the basement.
Well, and the constant of the program being there every grade level for them. So they have continuity from the elementary all the way through high school.
So how long do the classes take when you go in and talk?
The younger kids, the elementary school age, is about a half hour.
How often?
For 5 times.
5 times.
5 times.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. And then by the time they get to junior high and high school, it's still 5 times, but they're more like an hour long.
But this is during regular...
Regulars, and it's approved. It's on the top list of Dr. Belcher and the school board that this is something they really want to see get in there.
So if people want more information about this, or if they want to participate in it, what can they do?
They could call Becky Hoover, and I have to look up her phone number.
Okay.
But her number is 573-808-6472.
You looked that up pretty fast.
Yeah. Well, I got this handy little. But what we really want to talk about, Paul, is we're doing a fundraiser for Junior Achievement on the 24th of April at the Holiday Inn. Tickets are just $20. We can give you Becky's phone number again and her email. And just come, and it'll be a great day.
So this is going to be a fundraiser on April the 24th. What day is?
That's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
So it's a week. It's a week from today. A week from today. A week from today. Today is April 17th.
Right.
So a week from today, and it'll be at the Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn, and we have all these teams. And one of the best things they can do is each team can have a chance to buy a 5th grader. And last year's losing team did not buy a 5th grader. Now we think that's why they lost.
And the questions, Paul, are going to be designed by our 5th graders in Columbia Public Schools.
All right.
So they're going to try and stump the 5 different teams that we have.
Best of luck. So
thank
mark
you.
it on your calendar. It'll be a week from today, April the 24th, at the Holiday Inn Executive Center.
Exactly.
Cindy and Jolene, thank
Good
you
to
so
see
much
you.
for coming
Thank
by.
you. Good
Pleasure
to see
having
you
you both here. Tomorrow we're going to talk about LunaFest and National Crime Victims Week. Our program directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute, Audio Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director is Danny Madison, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. Bye-bye.